Prime Minister Philip Davis in Parliament today continuing the way forward as he touts an increase in tourism, decrease in unemployment, and an overall better economic position as compared to last year.
Businesses continue to grow. Underdeveloped sectors are nourished. Tourists are flocking to our shores, and the economy continues to rebound.
So let's break it down. Last year saw tourism arrivals in excess of 7 million, springboarding a boost in the economy with more heads in beds and Bahamians moving off the unemployment line.
Based on current trends, the advanced bookings, as last year's momentum carries over into this year, it is predicted that total visitor arrivals will exceed last year's 7 million visitor arrivals by at least 20%.
Government also seeing an improved amount of revenue as the Prime Minister reveals it exceeded projections by $79.4 million, but will only increase its own projections by $53 million, which included added funds found by the Minister of Social Services.
Minister Bobby Wilscombe identified $8 million in one account. Let's put it this way, of unused balances on its accounts at the Bank of the Bahamas and Canoe. We brought them in to be transferred to the Consolidated Fund and account for as revenue.
Meantime, total expenditure pegged at $1.5 billion, which Davis says saw an increase of $119.3 million over the previous year. $1.4 billion of that, he says, finances recurrent expenses financing increased salaries and scholarships. The balance of $117.7 million making up capital expenditures on key investments like buildings. This as the Davis administration, according to Davis, inherited near $1 billion in unpaid bills. He, however, notes progress has already been made to clear the books.
That at the halfway point in the fiscal year, the government's unpaid bills total a mere $90.7 million, or 2.7% of budgeted expenditure.
Back in January of last year, government reduced VAT from 12% to 10%, which was coupled with the adding of value-added tax to breadbasket items. The move prompting continued criticism from opposition members, but today, Davis sought to defend his decision.
The rate cut encouraged consumer spending and provided desperately needed relief to many thousands of Bahamians. For the first 6 months of the financial year 2022-23, revenue from VAT receipts grew by $23.7 million.
Prime Minister Davis says projections heading into the remainder of the fiscal year shows high levels of performance, but advised Bahamians that the only way to improve infrastructure and provide quality services is through taxation, which he noted the Davis administration would make as simple and as affordable as possible. Devontae Hanna, Eyewitness News.